if you didn't see the first episode, well, the first episode was kind of messed up. The connection was kind of iffy, so you could only really hear Kim's part of the episode. You can't really hear me. Hopefully everything is going smooth now. In the little testing before going live, it seemed like everything was fine. So we should be good to get into it. But if you're back from episode one, then welcome back. Hopefully
Welcome
you
back.
actually hit that little button, the little subscribe button. You feel me? Because everybody be watching the replays. The replays is where we get the most attention on these. But let's start with a little overview. What's been the biggest development in the company since the last time we talked?
Um, Basically just kind of added my girl to it. Essentially, I took on a new role at work that takes a lot of my time. I can't do a lot of the stuff that I was once doing just because my jobs make a lot more money, a lot more responsibility, a lot less time. So basically, right now I've been showing my girlfriend how to kind of run the business. She's gonna do a lot more of the admin, marketing type stuff upside. I'm gonna just be closing deals.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's kind of what I've started to have my wife do, like some of the back end postings and whatnot.
yep. So that's what I'm on now. Kind of about to make a pivot, uh, a whole business pivot here next year. Going to try to get out of the residential cleaning and only doing commercial strictly. So that's one of the other big updates is about to phase out of doing residential here and only doing commercial only. Uh, just easier. I don't have enough time to be doing residential, dealing with all the customers, all the customer service, and people are not happy and all that
Is
stuff.
your
So
is your girl like she's adapting well to the kind of shift in conditions?
Uh, yeah, we could say, you know, she's doing the best. She's not really like a person who's talking on the phone with people and things like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
basically, she's more going to just be messaging, and then I would do more of the actual talking, closing. So she'll be trying to set meetings, set follow ups, all that stuff, and I'll be doing more of the actual just trying to close the deal, fill in the gaps and stuff. So I think it'd be better though. I have a lot more free time to actually just focus on just closing the deals that I have to focus on, make sure the cleaners are right, make sure the job's set, all
for
that
sure.
extra stuff. So, more time for me to focus on actually bringing money in.
Right, right, right. So on a day to day level, then what's the biggest thing that's been taking up your time? I know you mentioned that you're shifting towards having more responsibilities at work. Is that like taking up more of your mental space as well, or are you still able to have kind of that mental free space to still like be thinking of new ideas and keeping up
Yeah.
with little tasks?
So my basically what I'm doing now, I'm a sales manager. So not only am I selling to B2B business to business, I'm also managing other people. I have a recruiter that I have to manage as well, make sure
Mm,
he gets taken care of, make sure he questions and whatever he might need, I got to take care of that as well as bring in new business for him to fill, as well as meet with different clients. So mental a lot I have a lot less mental capacity. I
yeah,
mean, you're dealing with B2B, but since I'm also pivoting to only doing commercial, it's going to be also B2B, so I can
right.
kind of
You
pair
kind of
those
you
things.
kind of leveled it out. You kind of leveled,
Yeah, leveled
kind
it
of
out.
kind of putting on display how to level that out. So you delegated certain tasks already, and
Yep.
you're shifting the model to where it's not so so extra tedious because there's so many because with commercial versus you're gonna get bigger jobs and
Bigger
but less
jobs,
jobs. You dig what I'm
different
saying?
yep, different clientele. Commercial job, it's like, they don't need their spot to have every big piece of dust off the chair. They just need it to look clean with the residential clean. They live in that house. So
Yeah.
they want, if it's a piece of hair left under the bathroom sink, they're going to notice and they're going to call about it. So dealing with less of that stuff, it's just a little bit, easier. I wouldn't say easier, but maybe less time consuming, better for your mental.
Facts, facts. Well, let's point towards the bright side. What's been your biggest win or success in the past couple of weeks?
You know, got some cleaners onboarded, got some cleanings done. Uh, my close rate's been pretty good. I kind of been tapering down on even trying to take on jobs, but the jobs I want to take on, I've been closing them. So that's always a win. And bringing
Spend
on new,
money.
yeah, spend money to make money, bringing on new cleaners. So that's probably been the biggest win. Hasn't been really too much going on, to be honest. Uh, kind of like I said, I've been tapering down, trying to get everything in order for to move to strictly commercial, which I don't have a lot of time during the day. I work almost 12 hours a day, taken away from just the cleaning. So when
Yeah.
I get home and it's 6 o'clock, I got a girlfriend and I need to make sure I'm spending time with her and all that
You
stuff.
got
So I can't,
work life balance. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So
So,
I'm guessing that's probably I was gonna ask what your biggest challenge has been in this
oh,
past couple
yeah,
weeks. Yeah,
work life
the time.
balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm up at 5 a.m. and I don't stop actually like working on something till around like 7, 8.
Right, right, right. Yeah, so that can definitely get a little hectic to juggle. But as long as you're able to take the moments that you're supposed to take the times that you're supposed to decompress to, because I
Yeah.
mean, like you got legal lunch breaks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
got you got legal lunch breaks, and then you have those moments, those 3 5 minute bathroom break talks that you have to yourself. You dig what I'm saying? You have those
Yeah.
little moments to decompress. So
Yeah.
biggest thing is using those and making sure you don't skip over those going
Yeah.
through the work, because I think the biggest thing that could hurt a CEO is crashing out. And I know that, like, a lot of advice will tell us like you're supposed to crash out for a little while, and like even while that's still true, even while crashing out, you
Mhm.
still gotta take just a little bit, just a little bit
Yeah.
of time for yourself. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
to, because you don't want to burn yourself out. I mean,
Right, right. You want to be able to keep going like a
keep
workhorse
going.
for as
Yeah.
long as you can. You dig what
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying?
Got to.
So what specific goal are you laser focused on achieving before the next time we sit down?
I want to have everything mapped out with how we're going to attack this commercial industry. Um, I've been kind of dibbling dabbling, talking to different clients and kind of creating a little bit of relationships. But you know, once we turn the year, it's going to be full head of steam of just trying to get these commercial jobs coming in, and just figuring that out. It's going to be a lot of mistakes made, which is okay. Mistakes are never a bad thing. Just learn from them and you don't make them
Yeah,
again.
it's never,
So
it's not a loss if you learn from it. You know
it's
what I'm
not, yeah, never a lot to be learned from it, and you want that stuff to happen. It's going to happen, so be open to it. Be want to happen, and just ready to just go after it full head of steam, close these deals, meet these people, you know, and keep going. Uh, that's probably the biggest thing I'm getting ready for. I would love to have all the pricing figured out. That's my goal is to get all the
saying?
pricing figured out. How we're going to
Oh
price it.
yeah,
I kind of got
I can sit down with you and help you figure that out too.
yeah, and it's
Make
honestly
sure
more the
if we want to stay aligned with what I
yep,
was actually going to go to next. Stay aligned with like long term goals, expectations, developments,
yeah,
and it seems like I mean from that, that's kind of the long term goal for this leg of the business is going commercial and
yep,
just building up more and more on the commercial aspect of it.
yep, yep, exactly. And then also like I'm a technology person to a certain extent, but I'm not too big on like trying to learn new technology things. So I got this whole like website, and I got to go into the website. I got to change pricing and take off things and add things.
Yeah.
I gotta learn all that stuff. So I'm trying to figure that out, which is
Yeah.
taking
Well, I mean, like, see, that's where TDB comes in, because that's what we do, and
yep,
like that when we just acquired the 360 photo company, that's the basis of the acquisition. It's more of an acquisition in name. I'm not really taking over any operational duties like that. Like, of course, investment into TDB is going to be investment into TDB 360, but we're mostly just technical market
Yeah.
side of things, just because I mean, like that's really been the goal, like to have a platform to give a platform. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hopefully, we'll be able to use our expertise and vision to push uh, the commercial aspect
Oh yeah.
as a commercial aspect. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, because
Exactly.
um, we've put a quite a bit of time in making a lot of mistakes from a
Oh,
social standpoint. So
yeah.
I know a lot of don'ts and do's when it comes to consistency on this media stuff. So
Oh yeah.
um, hopefully we'll be able to capitalize on that real big. um, what's one? Well, actually, what's one aspect outside of the technology aspect? Since we talked about that, what's another aspect of the business that you want to strengthen going into next year?
Um. So I'm trying to build a team, right? Uh, you know, with me working this job that's going to pay me six figures minimum, easy first year. A lot of responsibility, time, and stuff goes into me working that job.
Yeah.
So
But
I'm
you got to
trying
keep
to,
the visit going. Got to
yeah.
keep the visit
So I got
going.
to keep the business going, right? And they
Yeah.
know, and my manager knows, my director knows I got this business, and that's why they put me in this position because they know I'm a salesman, I'm a businessman, and I'm going to work hard and all that, whatever, whatever. But you
Right.
know, I'm trying to build a team, and I'm trying to build a team, right? And I'm trying to build a team of people that want to put the work in and that can see the goal and what the final result's going to be.
Right.
Because what my goal is, and on a standpoint of, I'm not looking to make money off the cleaning business personally. Like, I don't need to personally be paid a single dollar from the cleaning business. What I would like to do is to get this business started and to have somebody else run this business and get paid off of it, and for that just to fall up under the Your Fave umbrella. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't need to.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't need to get paid off of it. I'm gonna make enough money doing what I do
Right.
and all the other different endeavors I'm gonna go into. But I just know if I want to get big as I want to, I need to be able to build a team that can also
Right.
grow with me and that wants to grow. And the hard part is finding somebody, especially younger people. I'm young myself, but it's not a lot of younger people that are ready to put in
Yeah,
the
man.
work.
I don't. I meant to tell you. I actually just fired our. Well, I didn't fire him. He gave in his like termination letter. He's been terminated, but he terminated it. It was on his terms. I didn't fire him, but I want to let everybody know we fired our board of directors like a year ago, reset, and I was started building it back up. We hired a media operations manager, but he gave his letter of resignation in like 3 days ago. So we don't have one of those now. That's part of why I started delegating some of the media postings to my wife, and have it going in the background because that was his major job, big job. So I could look away a little bit, but now I kind of shifted my uh working and living conditions to where I have more time to do it myself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because like it's it's the biggest part of the business right now. You know what I mean? So I want to kind of put more time, more focus, more energy into it. You dig what I'm saying? So like definitely pushing towards the right direction,
Oh
and
yeah.
like it's really hard to find somebody that wants to put in that
Yeah.
time and actually see that vision. And there's going to be a lot of people that tell you that they
Oh
see
yeah.
it and they're with it, and but it's going to take show and proof. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing is a lot of people want instant gratifications.
yeah, for sure.
Social media, they see the overnight millionaires, they see the people that blow up and whatever, and that's what they want. But that's really, realistically, that's not how it happens. And
I'm saying
I
the
don't think
biggest creators put in the most work. You know what I'm
the
saying?
most
Like the
work.
biggest creators, the biggest organizations from a content standpoint, they're not the ones that just blew up overnight.
No,
Those are the ones that were putting in time and energy and consistency.
exactly. Well,
like
any
over a
business,
period of time.
real estate, football, basketball, any type of thing where you can
All of
make money.
it.
The ones that are the best, the ones that make the most money, the ones that are the greatest, they were doing it for the longest amount of time. And a lot of times they were doing it for a long time without even making any money. And a lot of people don't even know that. A lot of people don't know that. So they figure like, oh, I'm not making any cheese right now. I'm done. Let's hop on to the next thing. And when you start, idea hopping so much, then you never actually take the time to actually develop one full idea. You then hop
Yeah,
from this thing to this thing to this thing to this thing, and you never even develop the first thing that probably would have worked 2 years down the road. It would have made you 100K, $1 million a year, but then it didn't make you that in the first 2 months, and now you drop to something else, and now you're back at square one again. And I just,
yeah.
and I like,
It's
I try
like
to tell,
10,000 hours. You got to put your 10,000 hours in.
yeah,
You know what
got
I
to.
mean?
And I
It's
tell
like if
people all
you
the
don't put
time,
10,000 hours in, and you're wondering why you're not successful at something, then you're wondering too early. Like if
yeah,
you put 10,000 hours in something and then you're not successful, then okay, we can step back and think, okay, maybe this is just not for you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like, but you
But if
put
you
your
put,
10,000 hours in anything, you
mhm.
got no choice but to be good at it.
Oh yeah, but if you put 10,000 hours in and you don't see any success, then you're the problem, not whatever you were doing. And
For sure.
that's like you're not gonna put like you have to learn, make mistakes, and if you're not even learning from the mistakes you made, and you're just then honestly I think it's you. But a lot of people don't even want to even get to the 10,000 hours part. They
Yeah,
can't even get to that part to put 10,000 hours in before they jump ship, and it's you're not going to create anything that's long standing that has longevity that can withstand the downs of the economy, the ups of the economy, whatever the buyer's market and all that stuff if you haven't been doing it for a long time.
exactly. And see, you're a person that has a lot of knowledge of self. I don't know if you've actually read knowledge of self, but you're a person that knows yourself really well. What's something that you've learned about yourself as a business owner in recent times?
um that one thing I learned is um that's a good question. What's the thing that I've learned about myself? I
Hmm.
would say probably that um honestly that I don't give my honestly really I don't give myself enough credit. Um and I say that not to like be like, oh, I'm whatever, but it's more of the on the lines is sometimes I step into these rooms with these people and I see myself sometimes smaller than them, but realistically we're on the same playing field,
Yeah,
you know?
you're just humble enough to know that you have something to learn, but you don't want to get wrapped up too much in that and
Hmm.
like undersell yourself for real.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that.
And it
I'm
also like
I'm getting better at that myself.
and it also comes like a lot of times people are older than me. I literally had a lunch today with four high management supervisors at for Ford that travel around the world to different plants, different states. And I realized like these are all just normal guys. We're talking about all type of normal stuff. We're talking about cigarettes and the prices of gas and all just random,
Yeah,
just normal stuff. And then like I think sometimes I get into myself. I'm like, oh, this guy has his title. He's like some uppity guy that reads a book every day and knows three languages. But really, they're just like a normal person
yeah,
that has the same problems that I have. And sometimes I have to see that like even though they've done it for 40 years and they might be this high ranking executive or whatnot, that we're still, we're both still human. We're both bleed the same, all that stuff. And a lot of times we have a lot of stuff in common, or we see things the same way. They might be older or more experienced or make more money. So just knowing that, you know, I have the ability and that I can be in these rooms with people and that I should be in these rooms with people is something that I learned about myself here recently.
for sure, for sure. That's wonderful. If there's and we're gonna start wrapping up in a second. If there's one piece of advice you could give an entrepreneur watching this right now, what would it be for this week?
Ooh, uh, you got to build a skill. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a good entrepreneur, you can be an entrepreneur, but if you want to be a good entrepreneur, You got to get good at sales. Um, people always, I think I mentioned this last time. People don't like sell the bad connotation with it sometimes. But if
Yeah.
you want to make money, somebody has to buy it, and you have to sell it. Um, and don't think
Absolutely.
about
We can keep reiterating that. I actually like that. We're gonna just keep reiterating that. So by the time somebody has watched like 30 episodes of Kicking It with Kim, it's gonna be like, listen, if you haven't become successful, it's because you're not following directions. You're not
yeah. I
you're
mean,
not following directions.
you don't like what it,
At least at a
and I,
minimal level.
yeah, and it might sound bad, but you don't have to even have a good product to sell it. You know,
No.
you don't. A lot of people get sold on horrible used cars all the time. But to even just get where you literally, yeah, I've been
It's
sold
happened to
bad
me.
cars. So it's like you don't even have to have a great product to even be successful, but you have to know how to sell to be successful. You can have the best product in the world, but if you can't sell that product, then it doesn't matter. And like that's like the only thing I can really like tell somebody like how to really grow a business, how to be an entrepreneur is learn the skill of selling. You don't have to even pay for a course. There are so many YouTube videos. There's so many people online that will give you the
So much.
will give it to you.
YouTube University is the most dense and diverse place of knowledge and information that you could possibly tap into. It's like if you ask YouTube like 5 questions over 5 days on one topic, your entire algorithm is going to change. And every time you go through your feed, it's going to start answering the
Yeah,
questions on that topic that you have randomly. Fun
exactly,
fact. Fun fact. I'm going to
exactly.
clip
But
that.
yeah, I mean, gotta learn how to sell. That's I mean, you can't really stress that enough. If you don't even want to start a business, you need to learn how to sell to even just make solid money. The
Right. So you
easiest
gotta
way
know
to
how to sell yourself above all. You dig what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's like if you want the economy is getting rough, y'all. Listen,
rough.
y'all. Everybody's gonna have to start looking towards going up a tax bracket pretty soon because the tax bracket you in is gonna start feeling like the one below you. You dig
That
what
you
I'm
below. Yep.
saying? So
And
it's
the fastest way to make up for that is to pick up a sales job. You know, and I think I mentioned this before on Instagram. Most sales jobs you can make 100K in the first year if you're average. Just
mm.
put that out there. A lot of sales
This is
jobs.
what's up.
Just put that out there. If you just learn the skill, if you take 2 3 months and learn how to sell, watch a bunch of YouTube videos, take notes, practice, and you go to a interview for any company that does any type of sales, and every company does sales. Like
Yeah.
every every
Everybody has
manufacturing,
to stop.
they have to sell. The only companies that don't sell is a lot of hospitals. You don't have to sell
Yeah.
because a lot of people are coming. They're already messed up, so they're just coming to you.
I mean,
But
even still though, like Duke got commercials on Hulu
that's a
and
fact.
whatnot. Like
That's a fact.
everybody
They try to
does
sell
at least a little bit of sales.
every yeah. Every company you have, every company that you can work for has a sales team.
Yeah,
Just put
yeah.
that McDonald's, Burger King, they have sales teams. Samsung sales teams. Freaking the, the
Whatever
tripod, the
company
totem.
you're a part of right now, you can ask your manager. Let me talk to somebody about sales, and if they have to call somebody regional or call somebody front office, whatever, what that's fine. But there's a position to move into some sales
Yeah,
in the company that you already work for.
and that's literally, bro. And the thing is, companies want salespeople because the more
Hmm.
salespeople they
They're
have,
begging. They want somebody at the lower level in their company to ask, "Can I come work in sales?" But like,
yeah, you want to come sell? You
I've
want,
been
you want to bring
asked
us in
to
more
come work
money?
in sales while working in a company before.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's easy way to make money, easy way to build relationships. Um,
Right.
Also, I do want to give this because I just talked to a guy that's a pretty wealthy person, and he did give me this advice: um, build your network. And I'm gonna give. He gave me a tangible tip on the the way he built his network to get him to a six-figure job when he was working at a warehouse or working at a car valet. He went from being a car valet attendant to working at a six-figure job from car like literally car valet to six figure. And literally the thing he
It's
told me what he
network.
did is he started going to a gym that was expensive in a nice area, right? working on that car valet, he only worked weekends. So during the week, he would just go to the gym, play basketball, work out, and all that stuff. And so he will just be rubbing elbows with these executives, rich people. And I was like, dude, what are you doing here at 1 p.m.? Like, did you hit the lottery? I see you here every day. Like, he's like, no, actually, I do this and this. And off that, he literally got a job making six figures off of him just going
Tangible
to a
tips. Tangible tips. Nah. We're gonna do that I want to do that every episode now. Tangible tip of the week. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm bumping with that. I'm
I
bumping
mean,
with
hopefully I
that.
can find a note, but that was just one that I said
Go rub
I'm
some elbows
personally,
around the expensive neighborhoods. You feel me?
yeah. I mean,
Go. I mean,
you gonna
it's
you gonna
you don't
spend
never have to in any condition like that. You don't have to like force anything. All you have to do is just be,
be
just
there,
be, just
just
be and
be
wait.
be there. And then honestly, you can just, I mean, you see somebody working out at 1 p.m. Hey, working out at 1 p.m. You got to be doing something, right? What do you do?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I work here. Oh, nice, pretty cool. And then if they like you, they might just offer you, hey, you want to try it out? Boom. And
exactly.
me personally, I'm gonna take that tip. I told him I'm finna. I usually work out at the gym in my apartment, but I said I'm probably here soon get a membership at one of the nice gyms in the
Yeah,
city.
you gonna
And
have to. You gonna have to
yeah,
put that $30 a month up real quick.
not even 30. I mean, I'm probably. I mean, if you want to rub elbows with the right people, they probably pay like $100.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah. If
Like
you
you
want to
go
rub,
to the $10 jump, but you might.
yeah, if you want to rub elbows with the ones that's making that money, you gonna have to put some money up. But
Yeah,
it's about your network, not your net worth. If you know somebody that's making
exactly,
100 mil, they can for sure show you how to make a mil. If you know somebody
exactly,
that's making
exactly.
200K, they can show you. You feel me? They can show you, and that's the easiest way. And a lot of times it's for free. That's
Right.
just somebody
And
just being
even if they
genuine.
can't show you, they can definitely point you in the right direction. And being in the right direction is
Oh my goodness.
very key in the space of building up your network and your network. Like
Yeah.
if you're going in the wrong direction, then it's gonna push you in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yep.
start going in the right direction, that right direction pushes you farther into the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Putting you around
Exactly.
crowds that want to see you excel, push you, and make you a
Yep.
better version of yourself. You dig what I'm
Yep.
saying?
No, that's a fact. That's a
But
fact.
all right, yeah, we're hitting our time limit chat box. I wish there was more people sitting chilling with us. Eventually, over time, we're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
have more folks ready. I didn't do as well this week as putting out the time and date of the episode. So I'll do better about that to make sure y'all know about it preemptively. So you don't have to just watch the replay. You can actually be here for the live session, give us some answers because I want to start doing Q&As so people can, you know what I'm saying, kind of like pick our
Oh
brains
yeah.
apart, you know what I'm saying, get
Yeah.
into it and whatnot.
Oh
But
yeah.
if you don't have any more tips, then I'm gonna go ahead and end it, get up out of here.
Oh yeah.
I love
Nah, I'm
y'all.
out. Yup.
Make sure you're kind to somebody today. We can
Oh
catch y'all
yeah.
on the next one.
Yep.